Hello everybody, welcome back to the free-to-play challenge, and I just realized I just recorded I think almost about 30 minutes of gameplay and realized I wasn't recording the entire time. I was only recording my voice. So basically what should have been in the video is I basically just did the challenges, the beginning domains where you get Lisa and Kaya. I finished those two challenges and now we are finished up with Kaya's and we have to get to rank 10. If you are wondering why I did the free-to-play challenge or what are the rules for the free-to-play challenge, you can check that out in the first video. So just make sure you watch that video. It will be linked up in the title card on the very right side of the video. I also will make some condensed versions of the rules and put those in the description below. Yeah, so I'm a little bit miffed that I did just spend 30 minutes recording and only recording my voice and not the actual video, but I guess that just goes to show how long it's been since I've recorded a voiceover, but it is what it is and we're going to push forward. So as stated in the part that I was recording that would have been in the video, I have I think at the last video I did get Tanari. So our team right now is going to be Tanari, Amber, Lisa, and Traveler, and then our other team is going to be Traveler, Lisa, Amber, and Kaya. I still haven't decided on who exactly will be the main of that one, but for now we're going to be focusing on this team. Now I also mentioned in the previous video, since we do have Tainari, it will require me to go to Sumuru, and I do believe we should be able to unlock the teleportation waypoint for Sumuru pretty soon, due to the fact that I think we just have to complete the first part of the intro, and then I forgot about this. So this was a free 1,000 primogems, and this is exactly why it is good to I think this is before they won best mobile game. Yes, so this is exactly why being a beginner player is beneficial, because you just get all of the free stuff that's coming. So our next focus is going to basically be getting over to rank 10. As stated previously, Tainari is going to be, we're going to try and also make it to Sumuru pretty early, and probably won't be in this video, I'll probably do that off camera, but I also want to start going ahead and starting to farm for materials in terms of like local specialties and stuff, just because of the fact that we want to go ahead and get going on that. And let's go ahead and change the gliders, because oh, the Mountain Glider is actually really pretty. What's this one? Fontaine's is pretty too. But we're going to switch to our fancy one that we got, from our mailbox, because I absolutely hate the standard glider. It's really ugly. I hate it so much. I still can't believe I recorded, like, I'm pretty sure it was like 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay and I just didn't record it. Like, I think I've done that before and like a long time ago, but like, oh my god, it just goes to show that it's been a minute. So let's go ahead and also get our adventure rank rewards. But yeah, if you're wanting to play Genshin and you're like very new to it, I recommend to go ahead and start now, just because of the fact that you, as you saw, you get a free 1,000 primogems just because they got the game awards, as well as the fact that you get a free 5-star up until October 8th. So that's already going to push your account forward, especially since you'll almost have enough for a 10 pull. And then you still obviously get the free 20 Acquaint Fates from the beginning. So we have our adventure handbook. So we can already get this, which will be a huge bonus to our adventure rank. And then we unlock the next one at 8. And then it's still a interesting thing to me that we can, see, we can't do this until 25. So that's why it made no sense to me that it said that we unlocked Domain of Forgery and Mastery. Like, Domain of Forgery, yes, is one thing because it's still pretty early. So it's just like, why? So we are still rank 7, so let's go ahead and I'm trying to think of what we can do. Let's go ahead and do this just because we'll actually get adventure experience from it. I guess what we'll do is go ahead and do Kaya's Troubles, because that's like the only freaking quest that we can do right now. Now we can also just do exploration as well, but Also, as mentioned in the previous video, I am seeing Nikki today, hence why I am recording so freaking early in the morning. It's currently 11:38 and not 11:38, it's 10:38 and I'm tired. But I want to be able to actually have something that I can work on, like, or something to edit at the very least. So I like to try, and when I do have the time, I do like to try and record multiple videos in one sitting, so then all I have to do is just edit everything. But it does take me a minute to edit, considering I literally never have time. I swear, ever since I got promoted at my job, I haven't had time to do anything. And I've been also, with getting promoted at my job, it was just kind of like, it gave me more opportunities to be able to do things. So I tend to do a lot on the weekends with my friends. I try to go out more. When I had my part-time job, it was like I never really went out like that because I didn't always necessarily have the money, because things happen, bills happen, all that other kind of stuff. I have to make sure I take care of what I take care of before I actually spend that money on other things. But now that I have the money, I can actually like do things with my friends. I can go to concerts, I could take off and get paid for it. So it's a huge thing for me. So now we can do Leyline Blossoms. We are rank 8, only 2 more from 10. So since the fact that this video is about to hit like 11 minutes, we probably will be able to get to rank 10 in this video since it won't be that long. We also can do Amber's quest. So once we finish up with Kaya's, depending on how long that takes, we'll also should just go ahead and do Amber's as well, so we can try and get to rank 10 as soon as possible and get our free 10 pulls, and hopefully a character will be a part of that. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting Kaveh, because Kaveh hasn't had any love since he came out. He hasn't been on a banner since he released, and it's pretty sad. I know when Kaveh came out, I wanted him so badly with my Alhaitham, even though I'm pretty sure they do not work well together. But I mean, like, whatever. I just had to have them on the same team for no reason. As long as the rest of my team was okay, it was fine. But also, I think Kaveh also can be played as a main DPS, so it was just like, I had 2 DPSs on my team, and I just was like, I just want him to be with Alhaitham, that's all I want. But believe it or not, I actually don't have Kaveh on a lot of accounts. I think I have Kaveh on like 2 accounts, and I think on my main, he's only like C1. But he hasn't been on a banner since Baiju's release, so it's just kind of like sad, because they basically just forgot about him, but they're always putting him in promotional stuff. We're more than likely, let's go ahead and put Kaya on our team now, because we're going to have to use him. So he's gonna have to be level 1 for now, but I'm trying not to use too many materials just because we are still in the early stages. So we don't want to use too much. Hence why it's probably also a good thing that we don't try and wish for characters this early, just because of the fact that we only have so many materials that we can work with. I'm gonna pray that Tanari is still standing on the edge of the freaking rail. Oh, thank God. I thought that he... I thought he was gonna die. Alright, so we're basically heading to Springvale, which we haven't activated that one yet. So we're going to have to activate that teleportation waypoint. What I do like to do, if you're going to farm for resin, use your resin to farm in the beginning stages, definitely farm for adventure experience, because you can never have too many of those, especially in the beginning stages of the game. And if you really want to build a lot of characters, then you have to have a ton of those. And I think that's what I'll do. They did increase the resin cap pretty much by, what did we used to have? We used to have like, I don't even remember how much resin we used to have before. 160, I think. So yeah, we had 160 resin, even though Star Rail is like 240. And essentially that just gave us like 2 more domains we could do, assuming they were the ones. Like 2 more ley lines we could do, 2 more weapon mastery, like weapon material domains we could do, talent materials, but not boss, and 1 boss, essentially 1 extra boss. So, but yeah, so it's kind of a little extra thing that we can do, but it's not like amazing, considering that we could do a little more. If they had just capped the resin at 240, that would be great, considering that Wuthering Waves has done it, Star Rail has done it. I'm pretty sure, what is it? Impact Third has done it. So I just kind of wish they would do a little bit more, give Genshin a little bit more attention like they do with Star Rail, especially Star Rail. Star Rail gets so much. And I remember we got Dr. Ratio for free, an actual really good DPS, and everyone was like losing their shit because it's just like, hey, what about Genshin? And then it wasn't until basically Genshin's 4th anniversary that they decided, oh, maybe we should give, after 4 years, maybe we actually should give people a free 5-star, even though said free 5 stars are characters that most people already have. Now, there might be some players out there that are brand new and they're probably happy about that and they haven't witnessed the trash fire that used to be the anniversary rewards. And I think they just learned, I think, from the last couple of years. But even though its damage was already done, it's been a couple years too late. For new players, that's probably a blessing. For old players, it's just kind of like, well, if I've lost enough 50/50s, I already have all of these characters. So for me, I think the only character I didn't have was Jean, and I still didn't pull Jean. I'd pulled Tainardi on like every single one. That was my free 5-star because Tainardi is such an amazing character that you can have. So that's why I just went ahead and got him. Oh, we actually got like an artifact and a weapon. It's so interesting that those enemies don't drop anything, or the drops are like rare. I feel like it takes forever to actually get to rank 10 because of the amount of stuff that you have to do, but at the same time there are plenty of ways to get to rank 10. If anything, if I could ask for any character, I need a healer. If I could get Barbara early, that would be nice. Do I even have any food that I could use? Oh, I do. Okay, so definitely these. These come in the Sweet Madams. I used to say Madame, but the Sweet Madams are so clutch in the beginning stages. I think they kind of still are late game, but at the point that you have at least one healer later in the game, then there's no point. I can't wait until Tainardi is like literally so OP, so clutch, because if I don't even care if I lose the 50/50s, if I could just get more constellations of him on this account, that would make me happy, because you don't understand, I am currently rocking like a C5 Tainardi on my main because of the fact that like A, losing 50/50s, and B, choosing him as a free character. Because even when Tainardi first came out, I wished on his banner for him, even though he eventually would have been a standard like 5-star character you could wish for. But literally, like, having constellations of Tainardi, please don't sleep on him. He's literally so freaking good, especially when you start getting his constellations and you start building him right. Like, I want my boy to be OP on this account. Aya's quest complete, and now we're going to do Amber's, and apparently that still wasn't enough to get us to freaking 9 at least. So let's look at our primogem count so far. We have almost a 10 pull, so that's pretty good, and that was just by doing some of the beginning stuff and from the free 1,000 primogems just from Genshin winning the mobile games. Also, if I end up putting any of like the loading screens in here, I moved my game over to a different SSD just because I was pretty much running low on space on my PC and also on my other externals. So I bought a new external and Genshin's on it now. However, it's a little bit slower. It's not terrible, the game still runs fine, the loading times are a little bit longer. I think I kind of want to do the ley lines because I think you get 100. So we have 200 resin and it costs 20 resin. So that means that with the 200 resin that we have, and we get 100 adventure experience for that. I don't know how to count, but we could do it quite a couple of times. We could do it 10 times and get 1,000 experience. So as of right now, we are at 1,015, so 200 of that are going to go towards the current rank, and then the rest of that will go towards the next rank. So I think what we'll do is we'll work on getting some adventure experience, as well as the fact if we activate some teleportation waypoints, I think that's another like 10, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. We could also activate some statues of 7s in Mondstadt too. So there's a couple things that we can do if we don't want to go ahead and move on to a quest. But I think the quickest thing to do would just be to grind out. I'm going to go ahead and start grinding out for these just because I will need them. Oh, I need to switch Kaya back to Traveler. Also, if I want to get them to 20 before I hit the max that I can be. Oh, let's actually, yeah, navigate for this. Also, if I want to hit 20, I want to get all my characters that I want to use at 20. So whenever we have to start doing the next ascension level, then they're already ready. However, I think the first ascension, quest is not until 25. So that means once we hit, I think 15, it's automatically going to move to the next one. And so I like to be prepared before I start transitioning into the next ascension section because of the fact like I don't like when my characters are under leveled. Hence why I spend so long on one adventure rank. That kind of sucks. All of those guys like disappeared. Oh, okay. I was about to say because like I think they just respawned these dudes because they fell off the edge. I'm so happy to have Tighnari this early though because I love him. I just kind of wish I had a better Electro character because I feel like a Quicken would be so much better if I had like an Electro character that was constantly like, I mean, yes, Lisa is constantly dealing Electro, obviously because she's a Catalyst character, but I feel like it could be better. Ooh, okay, so as expected, we're rank 9. We'll go ahead and level this up, and Lisa can be level 4. All the other characters are level 6, so we need to also, we'll actually use one of these. I like to also keep my characters around the same level. I don't like them when they're not at the same level, but at the same time, if you if you don't have too many materials, and again, you don't want to spread your materials out too much unless you have a lot to spare, then if you're not going to have all of the characters at the same level, use your materials for the characters you're going to use like the most. So for example, just like if I couldn't level up all of the characters I have, I would probably prioritize Tighnari, Amber, and Lisa just because of the whole situation of being able to get reactions out of that one, and that would seem the most logical to me. I probably wouldn't worry so much on Traveler, even though Traveler will be a character that we put investment in. But at the same time, if I'm in the beginning stages and I really want to focus on leveling up a certain amount of characters that's going to help me in the long run, or just in the beginning stages, you know, get in a lot of reactions, make it easier to fight enemies, then I would level up those 3 because of the fact that I can get reactions out of them. I can with Animo too, but again, it's the fact that Animo does not do any reactions with Dendro. Like they basically, like if that word would still apply, they negate each other, so nothing happens, so it would not be worth it. I mean, granted, Animo can still work with Amber and Lisa, but at the same time, it's just like if I want to work with the entire team, or you know, I need a different character that's not Kaya or Traveler, at least until we get Electro Traveler. And I guess Hydro Traveler, even though Hydro Traveler like sucks. But again, Traveler has to be invested into, so we will unfortunately be investing in Hydro Traveler, unfortunately. But yeah, ever since Hydro Traveler came out, it's just been like, why kind of thing. Hydro Traveler again sucks, so it's just like I don't want to, but we have to. I think out of all of the elements that Traveler can wield so far, it's definitely Electro and Geo. Animo could be a bit cracked too, but I think out of all of them, I want to say Electro might be better. But also don't take that with a grain of salt, considering the fact that I do not play with Traveler like at all. Like even though I will start out with Traveler, I never actually end up fully investing in Traveler like ever. So it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't freaking know. Poor guy didn't even have a chance to react. We're about 40 minutes in, so I think I'm going to continue playing until I get to rank 10. And then I gotta call it for today. I still have to get ready and everything, and I have a couple of things I need to do before I go. Because I'm gonna be out for pretty much the rest of the day, and I don't think I'll be coming home until pretty much late tonight. and I need to do a couple of things. Hence why, again, I'm recording so freaking early. That is why I'm recording so early, to make sure that I can get what I need done and have time to do other things. Oh my god. I had to move so fast because I didn't want Tainari to die. At least I'm not doing a Nuzlocke challenge, because I would have lost Tainari at the very beginning because he was about to die when I was in Kaya's domain. I don't know how people can do Nuzlocke anything, because I personally do not like Nuzlocke challenges because I'm not good at games as much as I think I am. I like suck at games. No, I actually love video games. I think I'm not too bad at them. I get a lot of compliments from people I play around. They're like, oh wow, you're so good. I try to be good at games, but in reality, I'm like the absolute worst at trying to keep my characters alive, unless I have like food and heals. But other than that, I'm just like, I remember Java, the cup, did a Nuzlocke challenge, and I think like it didn't take long for him to already lose like Lisa, because I think it's just like, I don't know if in a Nuzlocke challenge if technically you could use a healer. I think you could kind of get away with it, because I don't think in the challenge does it's like in the rules does it say you can't use a healer. I just think you can't use heal items, and you can't let the character die. So the only way to make sure your character doesn't die, it's like probably like statues of sevens maybe. I'd have to look at the rules for Nuzlocke. Don't take me like as if I'm gonna do one. I will never do a Nuzlocke challenge because I'm terrible again at keeping my characters alive. But I have to see the rules, because I know you can't use heal items and you can't let the character die, and if they die, then you can't use them anymore. But I'm just like, okay, well then how would you keep them alive? And I would assume in Genshin it would be through statues of sevens and healing characters, which would make the most sense to me. So if you didn't have a healer in the beginning stages, then your only way of healing your characters is the statue of 7. So we need 1300, so we're at 101 resin. See, if we had the, you know how they do that event sometimes where it's just like a short event and they make it so for four attempts each day, you get double the amount of experience from ley lines and stuff. They need to be doing that, because like I could reach rank 10 and no problem. Now I think once I use up all of my resin, I more than likely will either have to start looking for, because I think I could still get, oh whoops, we don't want to use her. I still will be able to get to rank 10 by doing just exploration. Like I could activate statues of sevens, I could activate teleportation waypoints, but I'm pretty sure from teleportation waypoints you only get 10 experience. So I don't want to pull out Lisa. What is going on? And this is at the point where I wish I had a shielder. We'll eventually get better characters. I don't know who I will get next, but as I said in the previous video, I actually would love a Venti rerun. I would not mind having Venti, and that would be another Animo character that we could use, because I think if I remember correctly, no, Venti is not a charge attack character, but I actually would love to have Venti. That took so long. And it was mainly because of the fact we couldn't use Lisa. I don't know, I just never liked Lisa because it just was like, she just feels slow. Like, I like a fast moving character that's going to deal damage fast. Hence why I like so many characters like Zhao and Kaching, because they all deal damage fast. I'm very impartial to bow users. I have to really like the bow user in order to use them. Like, for example, like Tinari, I know for a fact it's like he's someone I would invest in a crap ton because I know he's good. I can't wait until I can get some more characters. Because holy crap. I'm actually by a statue of 7, but I'd have to run like all the way over here. So we can get about 300 more adventure experience. So that will put us at 800. So we still would need to do quite a bit more to be able to get to rank 10. But I just know once I hit rank 10, they better make it worth it to get a character. And I hope it's an electro character. I honestly would like an electro character. Someone that's just better than Lisa that I can use. Even though Lisa will still be used, but if it's electro character, I hope it's not a bow character. Because I already have one too many bow characters right now. Keep forgetting, make sure you set your restorative power to like 100. I literally keep forgetting to always do that because literally like you're not going to heal that much to where you run out of restorative power in the day. But I always forget to set that in the beginning stages of the game to 100. Like I said, I'll never do a Nuzlocke, but I'm pretty sure you should only be able to heal by like... But also, would it be to make the challenge harder, you can't heal with like characters? Like how exactly are you supposed to heal? Okay, so we basically we used up all our resin to be able to get as far as we can with our resin. We got to 825. So we still need like 500 more, don't we? Yeah, we need 500 more to be able to get to 1300. We are over an hour. We're a little over an hour in now, or actually we're about to hit an hour. So I want to continue. Like I said, I do have to get ready in a little bit, or at least clean up. I have like one homework assignment I need to do before I leave because it's due tonight and I really need to do it. So let's see. I know from waypoints you only get like 10. Statues is 7, however, I don't think you get that much because this one's Dragon Spine and then this one's Storm Terror's Lair and we won't be able to get there yet. So let's try activating some waypoints even if we only get 10 experience. And then also there is this, so that's 100. So we could cook 5 dishes, open 30 chests, equip 4 artifacts, and enhance a weapon to level 10. So that will be quicker than like running around. So since Tarnati is our boy, we're gonna fast equip whatever we can put on him, which we surprisingly actually have something we can do. Now this needs to be dendro damage, but this is better than nothing. So, and then we'll make his weapon up to level 10. There we go. And then we want to open some more chests. I forget about the Adventurer's Handbook sometimes. And then let's go cook some more dishes. And then the other thing we can do is the chest. And then I think we will pretty much be where we need to be exactly. So let's go cook some more dishes and go from there. But yeah, that Adventurer's Handbook comes in clutch. So we'll cook more of these since I tend to need these a lot. Because I was trying to think of what I could do that wouldn't take all day. It would take me longer activating like teleportation waypoints than just looking for stuff in the Adventurer's Handbook. My nose is so itchy. Look at that. So now we can make those. And then we're going to claim that. And let's go find 3 chests that we can open. So I've seen a couple. We'll do over here because I know there's some over here. I want to say there is. I know there's going to be one over here because this is kind of like a mob boss area. There's also a rock that we could break. And there's also a chest right there. So we're going to ignore the enemies and just go ahead and get it. Or try to ignore the enemies. And then switch over to Traveler, and I'm pretty sure there is a rock that we can break over here to get a chest as well. I think it should be over here. Oh, I think it's up here. Or is it? Am I crazy? Well, there's a chest in there. Oh no, I think it's like over in an area similar to this, but there's the Stonewall Metatrol, whatever the big one is. And it's just a little tent. You never want your character to not be the same level as your weapon, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. Ooh, I think there's no, that's also a different one. Okay, so I think the one that I'm talking about is like, it's like, well, there was like a chest over by a water area or like a lake area, and it was being guarded by a couple helitrolls and like the metatrolls. I think it's a metatroll, that's what the big ones are called. And then it also had one that was hidden by a rock over there. So there's 2 chests over there, but I can't necessarily remember like exactly what area that was. But we're gonna go to this one over here, because why not? Because this one won't be too fast just because of the fact that there is that, and then I can boom. And this is why having Dendro like early in the game is beneficial. And boom, we got to rank 10. Well, all we need to do now to finish up this one is to simply just upgrade the statues to level 4, but we'll do that at another time. As of right now, we want to focus on getting our free temples, and we're gonna hope for a character, honestly. I think I could take anyone, but I actually would kind of prefer it to be a like an Electro character. So the free characters we can get are Lynette, Collei, and Xiangling, and Barbara. We also will be able to get Kachina, but I don't think we'll be able to do that until we're actually far enough in the story to be able to get her. So let's do our 10 pool. It lagged a little bit. Oh, that lag. Oh, of course, I get a bow, which means we're not going to get any other 4-star in this pool. See that? This game tortures me, I swear. We can get this though. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be a 4-star. Oh, see? And it'll be a character. Yes! Oh my god. God loves me. Anyways, I'm so excited to use him. I love Frem so much. So we now have another character that we can put on our team. So with that being said, I think what I can think of is Frem definitely is a DPS. So I think I would do him. It honestly would be no different from a team with Kaya, to be honest, unless we did like a double cryo. Whoops, unless we do like a double cryo and like a double cryo along with Animo, and I would say superconduct would be really good to have. And at some point we'll start working on him. But hey, I love Fremine so much, you guys don't understand. With that being said, that is the end of this video. For now, we will come back to this after I have created my Notion for this so I can actually keep up with everything. So far, we're doing pretty good. We were able to get to rank 10 in this video, even though it was quite long. But we were able to get a new character. We got 2 new weapons, so I think I could put... I think Amber can use Sackbow. We'll find out who can use it. I don't think Tanari can use it. I don't really think he would benefit from that. And we did get another 4-star weapon, and it was a lance, but I don't have a single pole arm character, but it could be used for Xiangling, so that's still a good thing. We managed to get to rank 10 again. We got a new character, we got a bow, so I'll figure out who I can put that on. And then other than that, we are pretty much able to continue on with the story, and we could probably start getting started on farming. I'll probably start with Mondstadt characters first, and then we will start doing a little bit of Sumeru and a little bit of Fontaine, just so we can get a head start on getting materials for the characters that aren't in Mondstadt. But since most of our characters are in Mondstadt, I want to start out with them first, just so I can get that out of the way, and then we can spend more time farming for the characters that aren't from Mondstadt. So with that being said, this is a long video, but this challenge is fun as per usual, just because of the fact that we have a little bit more at our disposal. But it's going to be a pain not being able to wish for anything because of the fact that I have to get most of my characters from basically Acquaint Fates that we only get so often, but eventually we'll get something good from it. So hopefully I get more characters and not a whole bunch of weapons. So I will see you guys next time. Peace out.